Hey everyone, this is Nick, aka Nick Bishop 3. I just want to create a quick video on how I put Mink Oil onto my leather work boots. I'm not going to go into the huge debate or conversation about whether or not you should use Mink Oil. I'm just going to say these are full grain leather boots. There's no gore-tex in them. I use them for my job, which is electric meter reading. So I'm walking around all day. These are the Timberland something. I don't know if they had an actual name. Pro Series, but these have a kind of like a rubber mat on the bottom, so that's why I originally got them. I've had them for about 9 months now. Before that, I had some steel toe, steel shank boots that I also applied Mink Oil to, but these are a little bit lighter, so I use these for meter reading. And the main reason I'm Mink Oiling them is for waterproofing. Some people do it for breaking them in, which I also did. Some people do it to soften the leather. Some people do it to condition the leather. It's supposed to increase the life of them. Again, that goes into the whole Mink Oil debate of whether or not you should use it. But I mainly use it for waterproofing because I'm walking around in, especially in the morning, wet grass all day. In the winter, I have to do this about every month and a half. I haven't done it in a while, but you can see that this darker portion, that's still oiled. But all this right here has gotten rubbed off from the grass. So I'm mostly going to be applying it around the bottom because we've got a thunderstorm coming in tomorrow, being Monday. And it's just about time that I start doing this. So let me give you a close-up of what I'm talking about. Okay, so you can see here, I've got some cracking along the bottom. The oil is going to help a little bit with that, but that coloration I was talking about, you can really see this is the tan, which is mostly what it originally looked like, and then that Mink Oil is going to make into a darker shade, considerably darker in this case. First time I applied it everywhere. I try and put it in here a little bit onto the leather inside here, but I try and not put it on any rubber or nylon because it could deteriorate it. But I do put it all the way around on the heel, on the toe, on the sides. But again, I'm mostly going to be doing it down here today. So it's pretty clear what you need. You need some leather boots and some Mink Oil. I've got this tin of Mink Oil that I've used. I think I got this at Walmart. But after I finished that up, I got this off Amazon. It's the Camp Dry product by Kiwi, and the other one was simply Kiwi Mink Oil. But I got this off Amazon, it's a little bit cheaper. But I kept this tin, and you'll see in a minute why, but mainly I use this tin to apply onto the boots. The other thing you're going to need, which isn't absolutely necessary, but it's really helpful, and I think it makes a better finished product, is some sort of heater. I've got this little space heater. I've used my gas heater that was in my previous apartment. You could use a blow dryer. I don't know how effective it would be. You could use a heat gun. You could use just the sun outside. I know some people use the oven. I don't think that's a good idea just with the amount of rubber and plastics you have on your boots. I wouldn't put my boots in the oven, but that's my theory. And you'll probably want some paper towels just to wipe off your hands or anything that drips somewhere. So to get started, the main practice I'm going to be doing is heating the boot up, heating the Mink Oil up, applying the Mink Oil, which is then going to start to solidify. Then I'm going to heat the boot up again and try and get that to really soak into the leather. So all we're going to do is turn this on, put it on low to start with, that heat up. Now what I'm going to do here is take some of the Mink Oil out of the plastic. And before, when I couldn't find this, all I did was I put the solid product onto the boots, let it melt, and then rub it in. But I find it a little bit easier have it melted first. You could do this with like a shallow glass jar. I tried that once, but handling hot glass jars not the best thing to be doing. So I'm going to start with that because I'm not planning on applying too much today. Put that over by the heater. So you see, the product is solid to begin with. This boot should be warm. I'm going to go ahead and apply that. Some people use a toothbrush. I find if you have a heating element, you really don't need anything but your fingers. You can already see this is going to darken the leather. Go ahead and start applying some of this. You are going to want your boots to be clean, obviously, while you're doing this. I didn't have a very muddy day. It's been pretty dry in the area recently, so just with walking through bushes and stuff, it's pretty clean to begin with. So you can see this is still solid. As soon as I bring this up to the heat, for about 10 seconds, it'll really start to liquefy. Now it's really nice, liquidy. But it will solidify back the way it was pretty quickly. So that's where you kind of just need to rub it in, let it heat up, rub it in, let it heat up. That's what also helps to have it in liquid state to begin with. Try and get it into the seams, make sure that everything is indeed coated. Pay attention to the seams and right up against the rubber. And you don't want to not saturate it, but you don't want to add too much. You want most of it to actually soak in. You want to just leave it on the top because you're just wasting it. It's going to scratch off pretty quickly. And that's pretty much it. Go ahead and turn this off, let you see what's happened. So it's still a little warm right now. You can see it glistening, and it's going to start to solidify again. So what I'm probably going to do is, because it's warm and sunny out, I'm probably going to leave these outside for a couple hours. But that's really it. The main thing, in my opinion, is just to make sure you get some heat on there from whatever source you use, preferably one that's not going to deteriorate your boots any faster than they normally do. But that's pretty much it. Hey everyone, this is Nick, aka Nick Fish 03. I was making a quick video on